my little party animals. Hiphiprenee here today with a brand new speed build for you, and today we are doing another tiny home. First off, I love doing tiny homes, like just small homes in general, because A, they take a lot less time than bigger builds do, and B, I think it's really fun to see kind of how creative you can get with layouts and the amount of items that you can fit into tiny homes. Obviously, you have to be very selective when it comes to building tiny homes because you cannot fit in all of this kooky, crazy clutter everywhere like I always end up doing with my slightly bigger homes. It's a little bit more of a challenge, and I really do enjoy challenging myself every once in a while. So I decided today, because I have done a few tiny homes at this point, and they have been bright and funky and colorful and really fun. Not that this one's not fun, but I wanted to do something that was a little less on the brightly, kind of crazy colored side. I wanted to do something that was just a little bit darker, maybe a little bit more like kind of realistic as to how you would actually decorate your house. So I was on stream yesterday on my Twitch channel, which you should definitely go follow me on Twitch if you are not following me yet. And towards the end of my streams, usually if I'm kind of winding down, something that I'll do is I will go into the gallery and I will tour a few builds. I just think it's really fun to see how creative some other simmers can be. And I did look at one of the houses that was made by my friend Sydney. You can find her in the gallery as ofmisfitplays, and she is spot on when it comes to most of her builds, but definitely her mid-century modern style builds always really just strike the right chord with me. She really does a very good job with mid-century modern, and she recently did a small mid-century modern. It was not quite a tiny home because she did have quite a few porches on there. I'm sure if I would have removed the porches, we could have gotten it down to tiny home. But she did this absolutely adorable mid-century modern. So I wanted to try my hand at mid-century modern. Now, mid-century modern is a style that I really enjoy. I think that just kind of the styles of interior design and house design from the 70s is very, very interesting. Some of the colors, most of the colors are not really my cup of tea, but they are really, really cool. Mid-century modern and kind of 70s interior design just in general uses a lot of those kind of darker colors. So it's that baby poo green, it's oranges, some of the purples, and a lot of the items that came with the Tiny Living Stuff Pack, I would personally consider to be mid-century modern. Maybe you agree with me, maybe you don't. I am not an architect. I am not an interior designer. I only know about these housing styles from what I research for doing my Sims builds. But I really enjoy kind of just the baby poo green kind of look that mid-century modern has going on a lot of the time. So that was kind of my inspiration here, was using that pea soup, baby poop, whatever you want to call it, this kind of green color, and I really enjoy the way that this came out. I did have a little bit of a time with the exterior, especially with landscaping. I ended up not doing a ton of landscaping here, and I think it's just because I struggle. I struggle in Oasis Springs in particular. I feel like in recent times, the last few months, I have been getting better at landscaping. I wouldn't say I am great at landscaping by any means of the word. I do not think it is my strong suit, but I have been, practicing a lot and trying to, really get into the landscaping thing so that the exteriors of my builds look as good as I feel the interiors do. But Oasis Springs, I don't know, it's something about this sand that I've never lived in an area or even really been to an area that, it's just desert kind of feeling. So I don't know. I don't really understand or know what landscaping in a desert kind of area is supposed to look like. And you can take, of course, a ton of inspiration from the area around the house that you're building, but I don't know. I'm still not super comfortable with Oasis Springs in general. It's actually The world that I am looking forward to probably the least in my New Year New Save file. I am not excited about doing Oasis Springs. I don't know. I have to really kind of figure out what style I want to go with in Oasis Springs, and I do think I am going to go more modern, more mid-century moderns. Definitely keep it with that kind of desert-looking vibe, but I'm not quite ready for it. Thank God we're only, 3 houses into Willow Springs or Willow Creek at this point. Willow Springs, I don't even know where that came from. But thank God we're not quite there yet. I might actually not directly move on to Oasis Springs. I might just, kind of skip that world for now and come back to it at a later point when I really, really pinpoint exactly what it is that I want that world to look like. But on the interior here, I did a lot of tans. I did a few of the greens just to try and, kind of get that door to match or accent well with the interior. I used some flooring and some walls that I actually never use in the game. I never use this kitchen flooring, ever, ever, ever. But it really felt like it fit in this particular build. This wall from Spa Day, I use it, but I don't really use it in this color. I ended up putting a rug down. When do I use rugs? I never use rugs. I always use area rugs and things like that, but as far as flooring, I usually tend to go with more wood flooring. And I don't know, it just kind of felt right to have a shag carpet since I was going for, a little bit more of a 70s style. I wouldn't say that this is perfectly mid-century modern. I was kind of anticipating it to be a little more colorful just because I've seen quite a few people do mid-century moderns and they're really good at bringing in that really bright kind of funky coloring, and I couldn't make it work for me for some reason. I think I need some more practice with mid-century moderns and just the 70s style in general, but I did have a lot of fun building this one. I know I am a few days late with this video. Typically I upload videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays at this point. I've changed my schedule so much now that I don't even remember. But I ended up streaming on Friday. I didn't even stream on Thursday. I went wedding dress shopping and I did find my wedding dress, which is really cool. I was very excited about that, but I just didn't have the time or the wherewithal to be able to get a video out on Thursday this week. So special Saturday upload for you guys today. And I don't know, I'm pretty excited about it. I am enjoying building these tiny homes. I think we are going to definitely continue on and do a few more tiny homes, kind of, spaced out in between my New Year New Save. I definitely want to get a New Year New Save coming out again soon. I started building another house in the little area that I'm currently working on. And it's just, I don't know what it is about that particular lot that I'm working on that I'm having a serious struggle with it, but hopefully I will come up with something that I enjoy so we can get that out on the channel very, very soon. And then of course, this week is the week of Valentine's Day. So we are going to do hopefully two Valentine's Day style builds this week. I'm not quite sure what the first one's going to be. I think I need to just go in and start playing around. Maybe we'll do a date spot or something. But I do have a brief history specifically for Valentine's Day coming out. So that is going to be coming out on either Thursday or Friday. I haven't decided yet. I guess it kind of depends on, when I get the video done and how long my research takes me. I've been working on it for a little while at this point, but I like to really hammer down my scripts and make sure that they make sense while also not being, overload as far as learning what the story is. There are certain things that, of course, I have to cut out just for timing wise and things like that. So we'll see what I come up with at the end of the week. But we are heading towards the end of this build, just kind of working on the bathroom. The bathroom is where I brought in, I would say, the most color as far as the rest of the house is concerned. I did go with a lot of browns and things in this particular build. And in the living room, I did more of a brown and purple kind of color scheme. But we did bring in, this nice little, I don't know if it's blue or green. Technically, it pops up as green when you are filtering things, the flooring and the walls in the bathroom. To me, that's blue. I don't know. Am I colorblind or are the Sims colorblind? I don't really know. Let me know down in the comments whether you think that bathroom is pink or not pink, blue or green. I would love to hear what you guys think about that. But thank you guys so much for being here today. As always, I really appreciate it. If you're new here or you're not new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell so you get notifications every single time I post a new video. And do not forget to leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!